Spencer Rattler, Kellen Moore, and the Saints host Drake Maye, Stefon Diggs, and the New England Patriots. This Patriots team is fresh off their biggest win in years. Are you kidding me? Sunday Night Football at Orchard Park, the Buffalo Bills, the bad man, and you knock them off. Unbelievable performance from Stefon Diggs in this revenge game against his former team. If you're the New Orleans Saints, you immediately got to key into this guy. I mean, we got to find a way to take Stefon Diggs and eliminate him as a threat. Will he be as motivated? Well, the pros, they are able to stack good performances on better ones. Will he be as motivated? Yeah, maybe not as much, but he still showed he's got plenty of juice going up against one of the best teams in the NFL on the road, no doubt. For New Orleans, I mean, this team is coming off of what was a great win against the New York Giants, finding a way to get their first win under Kellen Moore. Great job to Kellen getting his first win. I remember this guy playing quarterback for Boise State, throwing that football left-handed. He was so talented, setting all kinds of records, and the joy it seemed for him to play with. You didn't see it the first couple of weeks, couple of rough performances, but they go out, get a win against New York. That's what happens when a team like New York plays a bit of scrappy football. They've got the opening touchdown to start the game, and there's all this confidence, all this talk about the Giants. And I'll be honest, I fell into that trap. I thought that the pass rush for the Giants would be better against New Orleans, but guess what? They didn't have a single sack on Spencer Rattler in that game. Now the New Orleans Saints pass rush, they do need to be better. Cannot let Drake Maye sit back there and just have time to throw. He was pressured throughout the day against Buffalo, and he's the type of quarterback that has been exceptional when his first read is open. When his first read is open, sometimes the eyes have been coming down this season when the pressure gets to him. But this was the first time I think I've seen in Drake Maye's career where he was just outside, being able to navigate inside the pocket and find receivers. We've seen the escapability where you can get outside the pocket, run for a first down, find guys down the field, like his throw to Stefon Diggs on the money. That was unbelievable. He put this team on his back in moments of that game. Of course, the defense taking the football away. It was the complementary style that Mike Vrabel has preached about building the culture for this team. The offense stays out on the field long enough to help the defense out. The defense gets stops in the red zone or a takeaway, an interception on Josh Allen down there. He doesn't turn the ball over. This New England team is starting to look dangerous. And New Orleans, they have to deal with the fact that Patriots can run the football. Now, it was sad to see our guy Gibson get hurt in this game, but really it is next man up in the NFL. Travion Henderson getting a couple carries of the rock, but the man, Ramondre Stevenson, bouncing back after the fumbles. He gets into the end zone 2 times in this game. He did a great job of moving past the adversity. You deal with it, I get it, and then you're able to reset mentally. That's really tough to do. And against this New Orleans Saints defense, well, frankly put, they've been okay. Like, statistically, not as bad as what 1-4 would indicate. 17th in the NFL in defensive yards per game, giving up. They are 24th in points. Would expect New England to put up somewhere in the mid to high 20s in this game against New Orleans. Believe they will have their opportunities to do that, move the football the way that they have shown explosive plays in the passing game now with Drake Maye and his completion percentage. He's been phenomenal on the year. 74% of the time he's completing his passes. For a second-year quarterback to be that good on the road in that stage against the Bills, I mean, this guy's looking like he could be the best quarterback from that class. So many people were so quick to call Jaden Daniels the king of that after seeing one season and a lot of close games, beating a Detroit team in that they were decimated in the playoffs, tight game against the Bucs. Like, they crowned Jaden Daniels when, look, Drake Maye's going to develop. He didn't have a whole lot to work with. Now you bring in a left tackle. The running back, Travion Henderson, you brought in the second round. I thought was a steal personally. Haven't even seen him really pop yet. Just wait till this guy gets going. Henderson's the type of player that I would say 98% of fans that aren't Ohio State fans that also watch the NFL, they don't know that he is arguably the best blocking running back in the NFL as a rookie. I'd like to see him in a couple more spots where it's third down and we get to see him pass blocking, because some of the most fun football I've watched or film that I've looked at is of Travion Henderson pass blocking. He flat out puts dudes that weigh 60 pounds heavier than him on their ass. And that's kind of fun to watch. A 205-pound guy standing at about 5'9", just crushing some people. He's also got a nice burst to him. They've involved the tight end. Hunter Henry has been effective so far on the season. He's got the 3 touchdowns. Booty has proven to be reliable for Drake Maye. He's got these weapons now. I think they've got to add something to really start pushing to compete beyond. But this team has shown they can go out there and immediately, game against New Orleans, they're thinking they can win this one. And the Saints on the other side of that, no, I went on a little bit about New England there for a second, but they're like, hey, this is a New England team. We feel like we can put some pressure on the young quarterback. He has shown that he does look uncomfortable when pressured, and that once you get some pressure on him, that besides that one unbelievable throw he had guy on him, he dumps the football out, leads to a first down on that final drive. That, in my opinion, was the play of the game. Maybe not the sexiest, but it sure was the gutsiest from Drake Maye. New Orleans has got to continue to run the football, and they need to do it better. 30 carries, right? You can't say they were not committed to the run when they run the football 30 times. It's just they couldn't get it going. Less than 100 yards on the ground, not even 3 yards a carry. The New York Giants ran the ball well. If you're the Saints, got to do a better job. Try and bottle this up. Cam Scatterbu, they're able to limit him, but the quarterback run, I'm looking at it. Jackson Dart, 7 carries for 55. He did a good job on the ground. New York turned the football over a whole lot with a Scatterbu fumble. That really hurt them. Jackson Dart turning the football over in key moments. He just did not play at all well. Give credit to the New Orleans Saints. Too often you hear of the negative sides for one team and you take it away from a team playing well defensively. No, Dart didn't play well because the Saints played well defensively, and he could have played better, but the Saints made it difficult on him throughout the day, and they were opportunistic in being able to come out with a bit of an emotional win when you get the first one of the season. People are saying that you're the worst team in football. Maybe you're not. Maybe I said that myself. I might have said the Saints were the worst team in the NFL. Prove me wrong, maybe just a slight bit there. I've been wrong before. I'll be wrong again. I think that New England wins this game. I like the mobility. Drake Maye, he can create. I just enjoy watching him play in schedule, right? In rhythm. In North Carolina, he has the creative ability, but seeing this guy when that first read's there, bam, release that football with some zip on it. Going into this game, I believe that New Orleans and their defense, there's going to be chances for him to take attacking the middle of the field. That's a big question mark when you have such talented backers. I mean, in the middle there, still Demario Davis, he's been unbelievable. Pete Werner. Davis is one of those guys that's been around for a long time and just continues to play at a high level, leading this team in tackles. He's got 4 tackles for loss on the season. Thrown over the middle might be tough. I see Maye with a turnover. I also see Spencer Rattler with maybe a propensity to turn the football over at times. He is facing a crafty New England defense. These guys did a great job of really limiting Allen to those explosive and making them drive the length of the field. Did the Bills move the football down the field? Yes, they did. They gave up 4 yards a carry. That was fine. The majority of that was to Josh Allen, and they took their chance when they needed to, able to take it away in a key moment there against the Bills. That was huge, because if you don't have that takeaway, Bills probably go in to score that touchdown, and it's a different football game. But, I mean, they had, a 10-point lead there in the second half against a great quality team. I've got the Patriots winning this game by a score of 24-16. That defense, as I was talking about there a second ago, led by Christian Gonzalez. Milton Williams has been one of the more impactful additions in the AFC. Interior defensive lineman, able to rush the passer decently, but he's very good against the run. A big, tough body to move. He was great for Philadelphia in the route to winning the Super Bowl last year. Harold Landry, of course, with the familiarity with Vrabel in this defense. He's been great off of the edge, one of those very talented players. New England, this team, and this is a great chance to go to 4-2 on the season. The Saints, this is their chance to get to 2-4. And it's Spencer Rattler trying to prove himself right as the franchise quarterback. So let me know down below, 24-16, do you agree with that prediction for New England, or do you think New Orleans flips in on them and they can win this game? It is at home after all, of course, but as we know, the home field advantage isn't quite what it used to be there in New Orleans. I appreciate you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this Blitz with Blender video, please like and subscribe for more content. I make NFL college videos every day. So fired up. These are the fun matchups, right? I mean, we go back to Brady and Drew Brees days. These used to be so fun. It's this new era of quarterbacks we get to enjoy. So I appreciate you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.
Best player in college football.
That Georgia and Ohio State game, New Year's Eve, is going to be a classic.
Josh Blunder. Hi, everybody. I'm Josh Blunder. To the 40, 35.